This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. NC State will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
They're going to run it here. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Chris, I don't know, but just something about that Bama uniform, when they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Well, to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Quick completion to the tight end. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Here's the handoff. Gets loose now and heads downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Quick throw, testing the middle. And he's got his man open downfield. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Well, this is everything you want from an offense. Good job by that offensive line. You give this quarterback time like this to throw, and he's going to make you pay for it. It's exactly what he did right there with the accuracy.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the score. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. He's going to pull it down and run.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Testing the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, give the defense all the credit here on this third down play. They got after that quarterback in a hurry. The RPO game, quarterback decides to keep it. And how about the pursuit of that defense? Now we'll see what they decide to do on fourth down.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? The pop. Here comes a deep shot. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama. Made the defense look slow that time.
We're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Walters. And he's brought down at the 16. They've been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
This is a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Caught behind the line. It's McCray. Breaks loose at the 40. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And who will score? Touchdown, NC State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. He's not going to get there. The two-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? He'll toss it to the back. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the NC State offense back onto the field now. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Back in motion now. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made after the completion.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Grab down the middle. It's Hall. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And the same runner's got it again. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the running back takes the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. NC State comes to the line quickly. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. With the catch, it's McCray. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Passing efficiency is almost always higher off of play action. And you see why right here. The fake froze the defender for a second, and then the quarterback was able to zip it to the open player.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Powers through. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Grab behind the line. It's Hall. Nowhere to run. Corralling for no gain.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making short of the first down.
You need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And he will make the 1st down, tackled at the 26.
I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And now the running back's got it again. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Ball handed off. He shreds the tackle. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's not going to bring up 3rd down. This is the 6th play on the drive. And 3rd and short to try to pick it up on the ground. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, that's mano a mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a 1st down.
And the clock stops now for a 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Just gets it away, taking a shot. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he crosses the 30. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
1st down and 10 now. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Eludes a tackle.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. The shotgun handoff here. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. NC State getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He finds his man. Touchdown, WOLFPACK. This quarterback on fire today.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Point after, knocked right through. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Turner decides to field it. They get him down, but he found a good lane in that return. So the drive starts with pretty decent field position. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. The pass is dropped incomplete, but it had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw to the left side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. And we're going to throw now on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. The ball is loose. Football comes out. He scooped up the ball. It's still a live play. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Walters. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. So, here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He finds the running back in the flat. Plays bottled up, and the football is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway. Touchdown, Bama. Return for 6. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
He knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start at the 25. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Punt over the middle. It's McCray. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Important second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The pickup is 6, makes it 3rd down and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Same tailback, another carry. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense defense to shoot that gap. As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down, trying to extend the play. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
How hustling these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Will he score here? Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
As a design quarterback keeper. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The sure hands. It's McCray.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback's scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Looking to throw it on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Now it's second down here. Handoff to the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. The pre-snap motion from the offense. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Catch is made along the sideline just before going out of bounds. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the back now goes in motion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
I love what the defense is doing here, sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
He hands it to the back. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They're 2 for 2 on third down this possession. Here's 3rd and 5. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the sophomore making an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Stopped right there, but it's 1st and goal at the 5.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend-but-don't-break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Finding space at the 20. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Alabama. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So, here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Fires it to the wide out. Here's a wide open receiver complete. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Well, the quarterback was noticeably hurried on that play. Great pass rushes don't have to get to the quarterback to affect the play. That was a great example of it there.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, these screen passes are all about timing. I really felt the offense looked like they tipped their hand. The defense started to kind of drift that way towards the screen. And by the time the running back catches the ball, there's just nowhere to go.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut in to this lead. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick catch. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. Alabama now operating in the red zone. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board. Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, tied. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark. 2 inches away.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set. Here's second down. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back, and I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
No, he stopped short on 4th down. The defense making the play that should just about secure this victory. The offense will begin now with excellent field position. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Tackle, but forced down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Keeping it on the ground here.
That back just had nowhere to go. Gotta give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That strong run defense, not much of a gain on the play.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
Spider. 4-2 Spider. Gringo. Gringo.
Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. And the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here.
The uprights.
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
After the pressure field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense has a lot of work to do and not much time to do it. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. And the coverage team brings him down as time runs out. That'll do it. Game over. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.